Right then, gang. Let's talk about Arena Breakout. Firstly, I wrote everything in bullet points, so I don't forget what needs to be covered. So I'll be looking at the screen to read quite a bit, but I wrote everything from the heart. It's just so that, like I said, I don't forget to cover what needs to be covered, and also so I can speak eloquently and clearly. But anyway, this is coming from a place of passion and love for the game. Arena Breakout is one of the best games I have ever played. It's also my baby, and a lot of you guys know how much I love this game and what it means to me, right? I've been here from the start, and so yeah, that basically just means I want to nurture it, because if I didn't care about it, then I would just leave it, right? I wouldn't say anything. But yeah, a lot of you guys will probably think right now, oh, he's partnered, he never talks anything about the game or anything like that. Look, I am partnered with AB, but I'm also honest. I always have been, I always will be, because good partners will want you to do well. You know, good partners will point your things to improve on, and then they'll help you improve on that. But yeah, anyway, here's how Arena Breakout can be improved. First and foremost, everyone knows about this. Everyone talks about this to me amongst yourselves. The servers need fixing. The servers need changing, improving, whatever it is that we're having problems with right now. It needs to get rectified, because the desync, the lag, has been game breaking for quite some time now. Not sure for how long exactly. I noticed it heavily in season 5. Some say as early as season 3. I think someone said on my stream today. You know, it's things like when you're peeking, and then you're coming off of peak, and you're already hiding behind the wall, the corner, and then you die a second later. Or sometimes I run back into a cover, and then I die 2 seconds later when I'm already behind the cover. And then I watch the kill cam, the guy's still shooting at me. It's like, I wasn't even there. Do you know what I mean? I'm teleporting randomly. I've got clips of that, but I thought it was my new device, like, because I got a red magic tablet, right? Pardon me. I got a red magic tablet, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be the device. And then people were saying, no, it's not your device. It's happening to me as well. So I switched to my iPad, and then on the first day I switched to my iPad, I was teleporting. I'm like, okay, it's not a device then. So yeah, that's never happened to me before. That happened to me like towards the end of season 5, and people were saying like, oh, that's been happening to them for a few weeks now. My teammates are getting kicked from lobby, so they get into my team, and then the game just kicks them. And they try and go back in, it kicks them again. It can happen like 8 to 10 times. Like, it's crazy. We can't even load into games. We find games as a team, queue up, and then you go into the loading screen. So you've found a game, there's other teams that you're gonna face, and then it boots you out. Like, it kicks you back out into the lobby. Like, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. So yeah, I don't remember it being this bad or bad at all in early seasons. Season 1 and 2, 3, I was having, like, you know, smooth gameplay. I remember Kiwi saying it all really heavily started from season 4, I think, in port update with the ragdolls, the new ragdolls, because the bots used to just flop when you kill them, but now they can fly everywhere when you kill them with grenade. You know what I mean? Things like that. So apparently that's one of the reasons why it messed up the servers. I mean, it makes sense. It's very taxing to the system and the connection with things flying around, right? Because the game's not built for that. So by far, definitely the servers is most important fix, top priority situation. Yeah, it just need fixing. Like, the game doesn't actually have that much bugs. Like, you know, when you tap a button, it doesn't work, or when you I don't know, like any sort of bugs that isn't supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's mainly just server issues, really, like connection, latency issues. At least for me. So I don't know about you guys. So yeah, that's definitely the first thing. Next thing is, what do we have here? Item balancing, or quality of life update, or just general balancing, really. So we need to have boss loot items only. So you know how you've got the tokens and you can only get it from certain bosses. Certain bosses should drop certain items and you cannot get it anywhere else. For example, M61s. the ammo, the T6 bullet 7.62s for FAL M110. They should not be allowed to be sold in the market by players, and they should only be boss drop only or safes. Make people look for it, save it up, and use it tactically. Right, it's a tactical game. Maybe let Deke sell it in his special shop every now and again, like make it pop out, like on a rare occasion. It will just keep players playing, which is really good for the game, and M61s don't get abused. Same with thermal. Make it an ultra rare boss loot. I mean, like a 700k, I think. Thermal, maybe even more now. Or at least. The hell was that? Sorry. Or at least it should have crafting materials that can only be looted from bosses. Maybe even just one crafting material that's boss only. So whatever it requires now for you to craft it from the contacts, just add one piece of material that you can only get from the boss. So whatever it needs now to craft it, yeah, just add it, boss only item. So it makes it a little bit harder to get. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an extremely powerful item, the T7 thermal. M61 is extremely powerful. There's no counter to those things. The only counter that you have against an M61 and a thermal is by being behind a wall. Like, what kind of counter is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just takes away the tactical aspect of the game. Speaking about the T7 thermal, it requires a nerf. Now, this is a very spicy subject. Now, we already know that the devs said it's not something that they're going to keep forever. They're reworking it, but it's just really hard because on mobile, if you do it by how it actually supposed to be with heat, right? Not just a filter, because that's what it is right now. It's a shader. That's very taxing on the device. So they've simplified it so any phone can run thermals, basically. However, we've been asking for a year now for T7 to get balanced, right? A lot of people have been asking for it. Even the thermal users themselves say, yeah, this is too overpowered and it needs reworking. PC, Arena Breakout Infinite, announced that thermals from Season 1, I believe, can now no longer be cased. It doesn't matter if you craft it, you go in with it with your case, you just cannot put it in the case, period. I believe you can't put any helmet in your case. Yeah, I'm not. I think right now on mobile, when you find something in a game like a helmet, you cannot put it in your case, right? At all. So why not do that for thermals as well on mobile? I mean, you're already doing it on PC. Why not do that on mobile too? Because we've been asking for that for ages as well. So hopefully with me voicing it to the devs, they'll listen, because they might not know. They might not know that a lot of people have been asking for it. Majority of the people on mobile are asking for a T7 nerf or balancing. So devs, if you're watching this video, do the same thing for mobile, please. Because it's a good step in the right direction. It would definitely be a good change for mobile, and it would give you guys, the devs, a bit more room and time to rework the item itself, because I know you're figuring out how it works in the game, mechanically speaking, right? So yeah, just do that for now, and we'll be happy with that. Because look, the reason why I don't play night mode is because it's infested with thermal players, which makes sense. Night mode, thermal, that's what it's for, right? I'm not scared of them, but if I'm going to use all of my brain cells, which is not a lot, if I'm going to use all of my brain cells to tactically kill the thermal players, walk to their body, only to find that they've cased their thermals. Yeah, that's why I don't really like to play night mode or Forbidden Farm, because, like I said, I try and fight them, I try and kill them, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter to me, but why go through all the effort when I know they can just case it? It happened to me in Armory like 2-3 weeks ago. Me and my teammate got in a thermal fight in radar station. My teammates get dropped. Smoke's coming out. I throw a nade, kill the thermal guy. But I went to his body, found that he had 20 smokes, like 20, 30 smokes in his rig, and his thermal was missing from his T6 helmet. It's like, all that effort, really, for nothing? Where's my reward? You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to get a thermal from that guy. You know, so like I said, yeah, we can't put helmets in the case. Why allow thermals? It just makes no sense. You know, it's a tactical shooter. I believe there shouldn't be any items that has 0 counter. There needs to be some sort of counter or a reward for countering something that is incredibly hard to counter. M61 fully penetrates every armor in the game. Juggernaut, Power Rangers helmet, pew pew, pew, dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally nothing can stop it. It shouldn't really be a thing in a game that requires for you to think strategically to win. If you don't want to nerf it, at least make it harder to obtain. Boss only loot, blah, 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 that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? They nerfed. You guys nerfed, devs. You guys nerfed the grenades because they were too powerful and there was no counter for them. You know, I remember the days when you can throw an M67 grenade. I think you can throw an M67 grenade and you could one-shot a full Juggernaut, Power Rangers helmet, big freaking armor covering PP, arms, T6. With one grenade, they are deleted. I'm not sure if M67s could do that. MK2, 100%. GHO grenades, 100%. But you guys nerfed them. You know what I'm saying? Now you can hold an M67 grenade and it cannot one-shot you when you're wearing a T3 vest. So if you guys were willing to do that for grenades, then why not rework M61s or make it harder to obtain so people can't just abuse it? Right. Anyway, next is competitive events, right? This upsets me because we don't have custom lobbies for whatever reason. We don't have global tournaments or any tournaments that has custom lobbies. No in real life global events like you guys do for China. I just put up $1,000 of my own money to get people competing. Other creators play with whoever they want to play. Winner takes all. Video coming out for that soon, by the way, guys. I'm just getting all the videos from all the creators, sending it to me. And soon we're going to find out who won $1,000 in real cash, not Monopoly money, guys. I'll holler at you guys. Just make sure you stay tuned. Stay tuned. But anyway, going back to this, you know, for an ultra competitive game, I don't know why there isn't any tournaments, like actual tournaments, not just players getting the best loot and then players in different lobbies go and get the best loot, blah, blah, blah. Why not have a tournament? I just don't understand. It's an ultra competitive game. It's one of the most competitive games I've ever played. Because of that, these competitive players, these sweat lords, they just roll into lobbies and troll casuals, and casuals get annoyed, right? Because they're so bored, they don't have anything to do but to shit on other people that's just trying to get started with a game or going from broke to something. Some of these high-level players are on 300 mil storage value, and they're constantly trying to find ways to actively waste money for something different to do because they barely have anything to do. You know, rank doesn't really mean much right now. I'll touch upon this later on. Let's just finish this bit. But yeah, having pro teams like you guys do have in China, having pro teams not only gives the competitive players something to work towards, it would also create die-hard fans that will follow their favorite teams. Basketball, football, how many non-pro players are there compared to pro players? And how many people tune into those games to watch? I don't think you guys understand. You need to give players meaningful purpose, meaningful reason, right? And that would be, oh, I'm going to keep following this team. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a diehard fan. Your team sucks. My team is better. You guys can even sell pro skin. Pro skin. You guys can even sell pro teams skins in the game that they wear in the game when they compete. And then you can sell it to the general public so they can support the game and their favorite teams and rep their favorite teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need something. We need soul in the game. That's what we need, right? I think that's the key word that we're looking for, soul. Like, imagine all the drama, the talks, the story about who's the best team, the best player, the underdog team that freaking traveled for 3 days just to get to the event, and then their visas getting cancelled, but they made it in last minute, and then they became world champions. Imagine all the talks, man. Imagine all that kind of hype, all that kind of story, ups and downs and things like that. You know, I mean, look, I don't know. Is the game casual only? Like, that would be nice to know, because if it's only for casuals, if it's supposed to be a casual game only, then I understand why you don't have competitions. But what I don't understand is, it's a tactical game, highly competitive, unforgiving, and you have events in China. So I don't understand why it doesn't happen in global. Please, please, please make it happen in global, because I would love to host it. I'd love to be the commentator. I'd love to be on the stage doing all the, I'd love all that stuff. I'd hype it up. You know what I'm saying? That would be so dope. I'd absolutely love that. The events are super popular in China, man. Like, I know. I've been there. I've competed there twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, came second place against other creators, against other pro players, back to back. I mean, what could you expect from someone who no-scope Kiwi with an AX50? Back to back, Rich or Die 1, 2, and 3 champion with Kiwi, Delta, and King. But that's besides the point. Like, that's besides the point. What I think what I'm wondering is, what is the end game for AB? What is the end goal? What is there for people who's played it for so long? What is it there for them? What is there something different for them? Something significant, something that means something, you know what I mean? But yeah, speaking of competitive and endgame, ranked needs a rework. The point system is... Hold on, let me just check. All right, sorry, I thought my PC shut down. Yeah, ranked needs a rework. Point system is too easy. Everybody knows it. Whether that's intended or not, I don't know. If you guys could let me know, that would be amazing. But players are hitting legend that shouldn't be in legend. Like, I'm killing legend players, and then I'm like, wait, that guy was legend? How the hell did I kill that guy using that tactic? That tactic wasn't anything special. Like, it should be something that people could be proud of. Hitting legends should be something that is ultra hard to achieve, because that is a top rank. That is the dog's bollocks, the wolves, the tigers, the freaking lions. You know what I'm saying? Those are that needs to be something that's meaningful. It's literally the only competitive system that we have in the game. Ranked. That is all we have built in the game. That is it, right? It needs to be hard as hell to earn points at high ranks. At very high ranks, like elite, blah, 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 or all the way up to maybe ace. From ace, it should be ultra hard to earn points. There needs to be a big loss for points when you die in high ranks. So maybe like you have one really good game, you get 50 points. Sorry, you have... my math is really bad, but I just want to give you an example, right? 3 games, you earn 50 rank points. But you die 1 game, you lose 75. Something really punishing. So when people reach legend, you know they're the dog's bollocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are the top of the top. People can idolize them, blah, blah, blah. They can make a name for themselves, blah, blah, blah. They can become a creator. They can they can post content on their YouTube, right? And people are like watching them constantly. And because they're following them, they're learning from them, they're idolizing them, that kind of thing. So gives them purpose, gives the Sweat Lords purpose. Also, there needs to be only a small number of legends in one ranked season. So like 500 legends, for example. Whatever the number is that you want to set, should be that. So players are constantly competing for the top rank. So from as soon as you hit legend, you need to keep playing, earning points, popping off. to keep that legend, or you drop back to ace. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's another way to keep playing people all the time, to hold the legend rank, top of the hill, king of the hill, kicking people off that's trying to get up, right? They had this in Apex Mobile, where people can only hit legend if they keep playing and smashing everyone, right? People were literally constantly streaming for 12, 15 hours a day to just try and hold that rank. I myself was grinding for the highest rank, right? And then I would stream a lot. I'd play to try and get as high as I can, constantly get as high as I can. Yeah, it was basically to hold Predator. That's the main rank. I think they had top 500, something like that. And whenever there was a Predator in my lobby, I'd lock the fuck in. I'd be like, all right, there's a Pred. We need to adjust our play style. You know what I'm saying? I know we don't have a kill feed in there, but you can kill someone and then the teammate lose that body and be like, oh, this guy's a legend player. His teammate might be legends. Lock the fuck in. Change tactics. Intense gameplay. Be smart. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't want to, it was just amazing. It was just an amazing time, like playing in that era. And if I didn't want to get shit on by the sweat lords constantly, I'd play pubs. I'd go and play public games and not ranked, right? I'd chill in pubs. In Arena Breakout, there is no escape. Literally, there is no escape. You're in ranked lobbies whether you like it or not from the moment you can turn on rank. In fact, I'm pretty sure I faced legends in my new level 10 account that I had for one day. I can see that being very incredibly demotivating for casual and new players, getting shit on by speed demons who they cannot even see doing 360 no scopes with a thermal and a freaking cursed Mosin build. I don't know. But yeah, we just need to separate the two. Pubs, publics, casuals, and ranked. And give it meaning. Give rank meaning. Moving on. Cheater compensation. There's obviously cheaters on mobile, not as many as it is on PC because you guys are doing really well on mobile handling that. Again, just like the T7 thermals, on PC, you're about to implement a system where if you get killed by a cheater, you get your items back. You announced that quite shortly, right? Quite recently. And I think it's going to kick in from Season 1. It's going to kick in at some point. We need this on mobile! Please! You know what I'm saying? We're not asking for anything extra. We just want our stuff back if and when we get killed by a cheater and you guys confirm that they are cheating. Just give us the items back. That would be amazing for mobile. Why is that only on PC? Give us some love. Come on. That's an amazing feature that you guys are adding for PC. And the mobile players would absolutely love that. So that's one thing that you guys could work on ASAP as well. The next bit is, this is more like bringing players together, right? Like I said, give the game some soul. Bring everyone together, community, all that. Clan system needs an overhaul. The clan system in this game needs changing. It's not even a case of reworking. It needs to be something completely different. Literally. In my 2 years of playing Arena Breakout, not a single person has spoken or cared about clans. I swear to God, I thought I was going to get inundated with requests to join my clan in every stream. Not one. I kid you not. The only time that I had people asking was when I announced to people, oh, I've got a clan. Does anybody want to join? And then that was it. It just died out because we should have one clan, and everyone is in that same clan together, not split into 5 teams of 15 players like small regiments that you guys have now. It kind of makes sense as to why you've done it. Regiments, right? But clans should bring everyone together. That's like the purpose of clans. So people make new friends, make new homies, and ride together and die together. You know what I'm saying? It's not to gather them from the general public, to only segregate them into smaller groups. Like, I honestly, you guys know, like Zigil already said that the clan system definitely does need reworking, but what's actually being done for it? Because clans is something that I love myself. I want to have a clan of 50 players, and we're all out having little mini events in my clan, and I give them little, I'll give them little community events, and they could win certain things, and other creators do that, and other people just, people that don't stream and don't watch streamers, they just join clans. Because I remember in every game that I play, I look for clans because that's the first place where everyone's together and everyone always hangs out, plays together, helps each other and stuff like that. In Arena Breakout, there's like very, very small amount of that happening in the clan system. And it's such a shame because it's a team-based game. The devs said before that you guys don't support or don't encourage solo players. But we'll touch upon that in a bit. But yeah, once we have a solid clan feature, we then need clan-based events. I don't want to go on too many ideas, but just imagine Loot Derby, but for clans. You know what I'm saying? Something that has everyone contributing in a clan, and then the clan can have a leaderboard of who's contributed the most, and then they get rewards. However, you guys or the team leaders want to do that, right? Or get kicked from the clan for being useless if you're not taking part in these events. You know what I'm saying? So to be in a clan, you need to be somewhat active or useful or both. It's a tactical game. It's supposed to be team-based. And like I said, I remember the devs saying you don't support or encourage solo players. You want everyone to play as a team, but that sort of gets restricted by just in a 4-man squad. That's it. And then after that, everyone goes their separate ways. But if there's a place where people can congregate as one big family, that'll be absolutely dope. Yeah, that basically, the lack of things I mentioned just now just encourages players to play on their own. Because the loot amount kind of sucks in raids right now. So people solo to try and earn more money per raid to make more profit. Because when you go in a team, you make so much more profit, right? When you go in a team, you make so much less profit. Or they queue as randoms and grenade their own teammates for loot. So we need to, this is one good way to stop, to minimize the amount of people doing those. There's always going to be douchebags, right? But you want to minimize, you want to mitigate that risk. Yeah, I mean, even the streamers, a lot of us, prefer to play solo so we can get high loot value rates for videos, titles, and thumbnails. 3 million raid. But that doesn't really happen when you're in a squad because you share the loot. So what people are doing is accumulating 4 raids into one video of solo videos and then adding the loot value up to make it look, attractive. So everything is just pointing towards solo, man. Like, bring everyone together. Honestly, to sum up, honestly, this is where I'm at. The game is known for being so polished before release and after release. For being so polished and optimized for a lot of devices. Especially coming from Apex Legends Mobile being fucking dead because of the bugs and stuff like that. Warzone Mobile was never alive because it's just so badly optimized. Arena Breakout built a very solid reputation for being optimized. Let's keep that rep. Let's keep that reputation amongst the gaming community. Fix the issues and find ways to get everyone together. And I swear to God, this game would literally take over. It would like just skyrocket to new heights that you guys wouldn't believe. But yeah, anyway, look, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm just checking if I've actually covered everything. Yeah, let me know if what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't bother trash talking. I'll just ignore you. I would honestly just straight up ignore you. Maybe even hide your comments. So if you want to be heard, come correct. Because we should just be talking in a positive way, right? Never knock a person when they're down kind of thing. So when someone's struggling, you lift them up and not just say, you're shit, get better. Because that just doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to have a discussion, let's have a decent discussion. I'll look at the comments. I'll respond to the comments. And if if you can do that, I'll personally forward every good comment request to the devs, because I'm pretty sure that the devs are going to watch this. They're going to be in my DMs. I don't know if they're going to be mad, if they're going to be impressed, they're going to be receptive. I don't know what they're going to be, but they're going to see this. But bottom line, I'm going to get all your feedback and then send it to the devs and then take it away from there. But yeah, I just wanted to get things off my chest because I'm very passionate about this game. I love this game. It's my baby, and I want it to grow into the great game. And I don't want it to fall off, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Comment section below. See you in the next one. Peace.